Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP today. At the Qatar MotoGP, Jorge Lorenzo raised questions about the performance gap between himself and Jorge Martin, prompting a post-race discussion with Marc Márquez. Despite riding last season's title-winning bike, Marquez found himself trailing in top speed compared to Martin's GP24 Ducati. Lorenzo sought clarity on the discrepancy and inquired about Marquez's assessment of the situation, including factors influencing his performance. Let's delve into Marquez's response to Lorenzo's inquiries and his insights into addressing the challenges faced during the race. The anticipated contract renewal between Ducati and VR46 remains elusive, as both parties grapple with economic constraints. Despite VR46's desire to extend their current agreement, negotiations have hit a standstill due to financial considerations. Let's delve into the intricacies of this ongoing saga and its implications for both teams. Loris Capirossi, race direction representative and former MotoGP rider, shares his thoughts on the ongoing MotoGP season in an interview with La Gazzetta dello Sport. Capirossi delves into the performances of notable riders such as Pecco Bagnaia, Marc Márquez, and Pedro Acosta, highlighting their potential impact on the championship. Jack Miller finds himself under mounting pressure as uncertainties surrounding his future with KTM cast a shadow over his performance. With Pedro Acosta's impressive debut further complicating matters, the stakes are higher than ever for the Australian rider. Let's delve into the implications of Miller's recent struggles and the evolving dynamics within the KTM team. Click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Lorenzo expressed surprise at the speed differential between Marquez and Martin's bikes, particularly noticeable in the final corner acceleration. He queried Marquez post-race, seeking clarification on the factors contributing to the performance gap and questioning what was necessary to secure victory in similar circumstances. "I was a bit shocked at the speed difference compared to Martin's bike, which I didn't see yesterday. But today it was obvious that you were missing 2 or 3 tenths from the engine. I don't know what caused it." And then the simple question, what's missing to win? Did the circuit also influence you? Here in Qatar where you haven't won many times? Queried Lorenzo. Marquez acknowledged Qatar's historical challenges for him but emphasized his target of achieving top 5 finishes in both the sprint and the race. Contrary to attributing the performance gap to the bike's potential, Marquez took accountability, admitting to errors in corner exit technique. He highlighted a small bike adjustment that affected his comfort and compromised acceleration, essential for competitive battles. "More than the lack of speed from the engine, it was my mistake. I was exiting the last turn badly. In the sprint, I was doing it very well. We've also made a small change to the bike thinking it would help, and we saw that I didn't end up being very comfortable, and this made me lose in acceleration, which is key in these battles," admitted Marquez. Marquez emphasized the importance of managing fast corners and optimizing front tire performance. Reflecting on his comfort level in the sprint race, he underscored the need to refine bike setup and riding technique to enhance competitiveness in future races. Marquez's introspective approach underscores his commitment to continuous improvement and strategic adaptation for upcoming challenges. "So we need to make a note of this for the next races, but for the moment, what's missing is missing. I need to manage those fast corners better and also manage the front tire better. I fought a bit too much with the bike. In the sprint I was more comfortable, so we'll see if we can take all of this into consideration and learn," concluded Marquez. Marc Márquez's candid assessment of the performance gap and his proactive approach to addressing shortcomings reflect his commitment to excellence in MotoGP racing. As he navigates challenges and seeks solutions, Marquez remains focused on refining his skills and maximizing competitiveness on the track. Stay tuned for further updates on Marquez's progress and strategic adaptations in the MotoGP Championship. Despite VR46's option to extend their contract with Ducati for 2 more years, discussions have stagnated primarily due to financial factors. Lucio Solucci, VR46 team boss, set a hopeful deadline before the Qatar MotoGP, which has since lapsed without a resolution. Ducati's new sporting director, Mauro Grassilli, acknowledges the challenges of aligning contractual terms with the evolving economic landscape. But it is not easy either, because this agreement also has to fit into this new economic framework. Quote from Mauro Grassilli: "With negotiations at a standstill, Yamaha emerges as a potential alternative for VR46, given Valentino Rossi's long-standing association with the brand. Rossi's personal history with Yamaha, coupled with his ambassadorial role, presents an enticing proposition for VR46. However, Ducati remains committed to streamlining expenses, including rider salaries, which could impact the team's composition in the coming years." The uncertain contract situation also affects Pramac rider Jorge Martin, who aspires to join the factory Ducati team. Martin's future hinges on economic considerations, with Ducati aiming to optimize their budget allocation across all teams. Grassilli emphasizes the need for fiscal prudence amid changing economic dynamics, hinting at potential shifts in team management and rider composition. "The global economic situation forces us to be very careful in the amounts we allocate." Quote from Mauro Grassilli. Despite having a contract with Ducati for 2025, Jorge Martin's talent makes him an attractive prospect for other teams should he opt to leave Ducati. Grassilli acknowledges Martin's versatility and affirms his freedom to explore alternative opportunities. However, Martin's preference for the official Ducati team underscores the importance of reaching a mutually beneficial agreement. As Ducati and VR46 navigate the complexities of contract negotiations, economic considerations loom large, influencing the trajectory of both teams. With Yamaha waiting in the wings and riders like Jorge Martin facing uncertain futures, the resolution of these negotiations will have far-reaching implications for MotoGP. As stakeholders strive to strike a balance between financial prudence and sporting ambitions, the path forward remains uncertain, underscoring the delicate dance between economic realities and racing aspirations. Capirossi commends Pecco Bagnaia for his exceptional talent and meticulous approach to racing. He acknowledges Bagnaia's ability to learn from past mistakes and execute flawless performances on race day. Despite facing stiff competition, Bagnaia's consistency and attention to detail position him as a formidable contender for the championship title. He showed a lot of talent from the beginning. In addition, he learns a lot and always pays attention to all the details. On Sunday, however, he did everything perfectly, remarked Capirossi. Reflecting on the competitiveness of MotoGP, Capirossi predicts an exhilarating championship characterized by intense battles and unpredictability. With a history of diverse race winners in recent years, Capirossi emphasizes the excitement and unpredictability that define MotoGP, ensuring fans can expect a thrilling season ahead. "That's why I say it will be a very exciting World Championship, also because of what we have seen in recent years, in which there have been so many individual GP winners. What I can assure is that it will not be a monotonous championship," continued the MotoGP member. Assessing Marc Márquez's performance on the Ducati, Capirossi observes a steady improvement and predicts that Marquez will soon master the intricacies of his new team and bike. Despite a promising start, Capirossi believes Marquez will reach peak competitiveness within a couple of races, establishing himself as a formidable contender in the championship battle. "As soon as Marquez dominates the team a little more, and the bike will be very strong. And it won't take long, in a couple of races he will be ready," said Loris Capirossi. Capirossi acknowledges the remarkable talent of Pedro Acosta, citing his impressive track record and captivating performances. Despite his relative lack of experience, Acosta's exceptional skill and composure on the track make him a formidable competitor. Capirossi praises Acosta's simplicity and calm demeanor, which contribute to his success on and off the track. "He has a lot of talent. He has already won 2 world championships, certainly not by chance. Now he needs a little more experience, But he is strong, very strong, remarked Capirossi. Loris Capirossy's insights provide valuable perspectives on the dynamics of the MotoGP season, highlighting the potential of key contenders such as Pecco Bagnaia, Marc Márquez, and Pedro Acosta. As the championship unfolds, fans can anticipate thrilling races and intense rivalries, fueled by the talent and determination of the riders. Capirossi's observations underscore the excitement and unpredictability that define MotoGP, promising an unforgettable season for fans worldwide. Miller endured a difficult weekend at the Qatar MotoGP, crashing out and finishing last among the riders who completed the race. His subsequent 10th place finish in the sprint race added to the scrutiny surrounding his performance. With his contract status uncertain and the emergence of Acosta, speculation regarding Miller's future at KTM has intensified. The problem for Jack is that he will start to feel the pressure. He will feel it straight away, remarked Sylvain Guintoli on TNT Sports. Guintoli highlighted Miller's decision to use the soft front tire during the sprint race, indicating potential doubts about tire performance. Despite opting for the medium tire in the main race, Miller's crash further compounded his challenges and may have affected his confidence moving forward. Acosta's impressive performance further intensifies the competition within the team. In the sprint, he decided to use the soft front. He was the only rider. That means he had doubts about the medium. For that race, on Sunday, he put the medium on and crashed. So that won't do his confidence any good either, observed Guintoli. Jack Miller's challenging performance at the Qatar MotoGP, compounded by Pedro Acosta's impressive debut, has intensified speculation about Miller's future with KTM. With contract negotiations looming and Acosta emerging as a contender, Miller faces heightened pressure to deliver results and secure his place within the team. As the season progresses, KTM's decisions for the 2025 lineup will undoubtedly be closely watched by MotoGP enthusiasts.